See what I'm saying? And that as long as we have entertainment, and the majority of us are in entertainment,
right?
You know, and that's what we get our headway.
Yes, sir.
That's the way that we need to start leaning towards.
Exactly. Hey, welcome to the Big Bell Cigars right here. We at the Grown Ass Cigar Show with my boy Prez. I'm live on my YouTube channel. So, we'll have some technical difficulties. So,
but y'all go chopping it up in the meantime. That's it. So now we back with it.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody can hear us and hear what we're saying. We're trying to keep it down without getting
right. We don't do too loud. But I know my boy say he want to join, you know. So I'm going to go live with, no, I ain't trying to report my dog. I ain't trying to report him. I'll go live with my dog. He'll go live. He'll go live with us. So yeah. So let me tell y'all right here, right now, man. With this cat here, it's up and coming. He's already been in it, but up and coming, what I mean by that is production. He got so many projects that's going on. It's crazy. It's kind of hard to keep up with him. It's really hard to keep up with him. So,
but I call everybody to keep them in the loop, man. It's all about relationships. You know, I'm glad you invited me on the show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't teach me the world of cigars. And, you know, I'm saying blow one with it.
Right.
You know.
So, being that this is the first one of the world's cigars, I'm actually, do the honors and cut it for him. And so we smoking what's called the Island Club, man. This is a Nicaraguan, right here from Estella, Nicaragua. Let's say it like this here. Have not had this one yet, right here, but I'm telling you right now, it's on like Don Kong and Beetlejuice. So, yes, sir. So, usually the house cut is usually what we call the V cut. So, house cut, the V cut. The only what you do is the band to show off your band, cut it across your band. So I do that there. Going on with the YouTube. Yes, sir. So there it is right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and then of course, teaching. This is what I love to do. Y'all know what time it is, man. This is, basically what you want to do. Torch, preferred by a lot of people, but real, we like matches. Matches give you the best flavor. So, usually with like lighter leaves, you really don't want to cinch the area. You want to do what's called a cool burn by, getting them edges first and then going to the middle. But my lighter kind of covers everything. So toast the edges and
oh man, I feel like I'm roasting marshmallows.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm right here with my boy Prez right here from Galactic Empire. This like this. We got many projects that's going on and like whatnot. I got my people on the Instagram channel right here, on my YouTube channel. If y'all want to go to KO the Big Bell Cigars, I was trying to do it on Facebook, but Facebook acted up, so I ain't gonna worry about Facebook too. So, so there you go. Yes, sir. And so got my peeps on here. I see got Tina on there. I see AT is on here. And so yes, sir. So my boy Mr. Cigars wanted to join in. I was trying to go live with him. Go live. He can go live with me. Come on through, bro. Come on through.
I wanted to come hang out, man, and talk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See.
And I will upload this video on my Instagram. So
seeing mad stuff for the task up.
Yes, sir. Turn this down just a little bit right there. So that's Mr. Cigar right there.
Okay.
He's out, and believe it or not, he is going to be near Houston.
Oh.
So my boy Mr. Cigars, my boy James. This is Prez. James right here.
What up, man?
So Let me tell you.
We need to link up nationally, bro. Like that's real talk, man. Like it's time. You know what I'm saying? That we really become tribal with this.
Absolutely.
We gotta become tribal with this.
Yes, sir.
Because
so
okay, you in Killeen, okay.
Yeah, here in Killeen, yeah. So he's not, 3 hours away. So, yeah. But hey, James, I'm on my wait, both of y'all named James. So hold on, Mr. Cigars. Let me say it like this: if y'all wonder what I'm talking about, y'all go to Big Daddy KO on my Instagram channel. You can see us live right here, right now, from YouTube. Y'all go to the YouTube channel. We live here, but James to James, that's Mr. Cigar. This King Prez right here.
So definitely in Texas.
I think that
so he doing his thing over there. He doing his thing. So, but what?
Man, I feel glorious smoking it. I feel like
I
really got
glorious.
Full of money, man.
That's how you do it. So let's say it like this here. What's these projects that you got going on, man? Tell my YouTube people right here, and I upload
from the tippy top, man. We got the music. You know what I'm saying? That's mainly what started everything off. So I got a mixtape out on you can go on Spotify.
Okay.
And it's called Emperor OG.
Okay.
I got some people on there. Biz Cartier from 941. He's one of the youngins. He's about 24 years old. He's on there doing his thing. I got some of the OGs with me, like Mr. Cap. He's out of Houston.
Okay.
Then I got P Rod.
Okay.
He's also out of Houston. He's all excellent artist. Shout out to my right hand man, Nauma Holiday. He's out there. He's actually producing beats by Nauma. So we got a lot of things rolling with the music. That's what really brought us together.
Okay.
But when we sat down a year ago, we said we need to do movies because that's kind of the move where everybody's going. So I came up with the project Mansion Party because, as you know, I did Mansion Parties for a year.
Yes, sir.
So I had like Mansion Parties rolling. But now because of COVID, you can't do it like that no more, social distance and all that. So I said, you know what, let's just turn this whole thing into a movie. That way people can get the experience of the Mansion Party experience. So we want to do 3 movies. Hopefully the timeline is in 5 years.
Yes,
so we're doing the first one, Mansion Party Houston. Then we're doing the second one, it's going to be Mansion Party Hawaii.
Okay.
And then we're doing the last one is Mansion Party Florida, which is Mansion Party Sarasota. So we're going to bring it all the way back home.
Bring it back home. Yes, sir.
And using that as a way to organize people and bring everybody together nationwide.
True that. That's what's up, man. I tell you, man, making these moves right here, man, that's going to be, it's going to be epic.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be epic.
Shout out to Vibes. Last night, I actually had an opportunity to judge a contest of some talent.
Okay.
That was in the 813. So shout out to Vibes at Gen TV.
Okay.
You can check him out on Roku. He actually has a channel on Roku.
Okay.
So, brothers is really making moves right now. You know what I'm saying? And really, the next generation of people that's going to be in position to make influence and make change, man. And these brothers is really talking about how we going to improve the community.
Okay. That's what's up.
Talking about chasing the bag.
Right.
We're talking about, how can we make it safe?
Okay.
How can we make it easy, more accessible with this music? How can we work together? So that everybody can get paid? Because we got technology that's out here, but we don't understand how to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? Understanding using algorithms and working with different people and learning who is the man behind the curtain that can get your music played, that can get your stuff screened and different things like that. So I think that's really the homework is the business. Really learning, understanding the business and being able to not only do that, but to create our own lanes.
That is. Okay.
You got the big companies now that eat up all the algorithms. We're trying to figure out, is there a way for us to be a part of that when these companies break up? Because, they always break up monopolies. And so when that happens, we want to see if we can be the ones to capture it and be a part of that change so that we can give people more opportunity and access. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be about movies. It can be about anything that a person has passion in. And so that's what we want to do is be the ones to usher that in to kind of be the renaissance
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we have this technology renaissance. We are the ones that sitting, because we all young. We still in our 30s, 40s now.
Yes, sir.
So we in positions of leadership, and I want to be one of the ones with Galactic Empire to take that mantle and be able to give people opportunity.
That's what's up.
I don't want to be the one that, just hog up all the resources. I want to be the one to say, okay, let's work and see what you can do. I got young folks right now that want to work with me. And I tell them, I say, look, we got to look at your budget. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't got no budget, man, you really not going to survive in this game.
True.
They really don't understand it. They still think, you drop a song, you go to a couple of showcases, and you own. And it's like, it's not like that. The music is the easy part. The business is where that's and it bottlenecks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once that happens, then you start bumping into the same people, and you have to realize, how you gonna get around that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're trying to figure out right now. So, I'm in Houston right now, working with folks in Houston.
Okay.
And that's basically what we're nailing out. Shout out to Candace.
What's up?
Candace
All right.
Josephs.
All right.
Freak Little. Jimmy the Nice Guy. All these people in Houston that I'm actually working with.
Okay.
And really making things happen as far as from the business standpoint.
Okay.
Because I got my colleagues that I work with for the music. But now we're looking at the business and looking at the motion pictures and how is everything going to be done? How are you going to actually shoot a film? It's not just holding the cameras, taking 5 or 10 different takes and putting that together. And shooting a movie is one thing, and scoring a movie is another thing.
Yes.
So it's the evolution of the art.
Yes, sir. It is.
That's what it is, and that's what it takes to be in the 21st century and really consider yourself a technology renaissance man. Because that's what it all boils down to, is being a technology renaissance man.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what's up right there. I tell you, and one thing about that is it gives, people with us opportunity to see that there's a different, as you said, avenue. Instead of being out in the streets doing, crazy stuff or using the camera for the wrong reason. We say it that way because, everybody is about first. I got to get it first, and it's not about getting it first, but it's doing it right, and sending the right message. Let me say it that way too, because one thing about it is what you're doing is helping to maintain that particular status of showing, hey, you see us, we going hardcore too, but we're going hardcore in a different manner. There's another way of saying how you doing it hardcore. This is hardcore what we're doing. So
and teaching. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that we teaching not only the young generation, because I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? I got people right now like Freak Little. She's like me and her are, trying to put everything together so that everything is set up the same way one way.
Okay.
The same way the other way, but understanding the variation.
Okay.
Being able to be flexible. Not being so rigid and being able to adjust to the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about going city to city, and that's why we want to hook up with the Cigars and different people that's doing things like this so that we can everybody has their part to play.
True that. That's what's up.
Making sure that we put these things together so that when people have their part to play, they know where we're going. Because this is an orchestra. You know what I'm saying? This is like a team, like football. This is an orchestra. Everybody got their instrument. And they got to figure out how they're going to play. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If we don't play it, we going to get played. And we've been getting played for a very long time. So I think hopefully this time around in the 21st century with this technology, that we can be on the same page. Because that with great responsibility, man, it's a great downfall. And so we have to be careful that this technology can hurt us as much as it helps. And there's a young lady at MIT. She figured out that with this AI is just as racist, if not more racist, than the people that make it. And so
it always comes from that creation. Let me say it that way.
Yeah, we all have to be aware of what's going on and what's our part to play. Because whenever you look at it all is going to come back to race. And it's unfortunate. But if we meet it head on and we talk to all parties that's involved, white, black, whatever. And we start solving the human issue. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to go after is the human issue, and not so much of trying to go after the race issue. But we gotta have a clear understanding that there is a clear and apparent race issue.
True that.
So with that understanding, we can go in and have a genuine conversation as opposed to just talking in the air at each other.
But one thing about cigars, I've seen cigars has brought more people together. I talk about this on my show all the time. Cigars have brought more people together than religion itself. Not by masses of numbers. I've always said this. I'm not talking about the masses of numbers, but I say it like this here. When you sit around a table, I can sit with a Muslim, Protestant, Asian, Jewish, Black, Afro-Cuban, I was Swiss, Polish, Russian, South African, Sierra Leone, Nicaragua. I can sit around with these people. And the one thing that we all have in common is these sticks. And we can all, women, men, and the reason why I say women, men, okay, because this ain't catered to the young, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, by the way, but not the, I got no dog, King Prez right here, so, I'm going to get into that later on, and a little bit about that there, but it brings us to a common cause for us to have these discussions. So we can sit down and we ain't got to shout. As a matter of fact, we're in a place right now where we have to use what we call inside voices to do what we're doing. So with that being said, this is where a lot of people can learn from our cigar culture. Just the way as, and learn that you can have that common cause. You don't have to agree on everything, but you can have that common cause to say, okay, let's have a mutual understanding. Let's come to an agreement or mutual understanding. And whatever we're talking, whatever we're doing, business wise or just camaraderie wise. It goes into the spectrum of we can all sit together at the table, and nobody, only weapons that we do have is our cigar in our hand. The only other weapon is just our cutters and our lighters. That's our weapons, So, and one of our favorite beverages, just in case you get your drink on, what I'm saying. And so it's just where and to what you're, to piggyback off of what you're talking about, in the avenue that you're taking with entertainment, understanding, the back end of the entertainment business, dealing with production, dealing with, all the spectrums that has to, for it to come together, for us to ignite, a spark. For us to start
and be influencers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about influence. It's not even about leadership anymore. It's about
it's about influence.
How can you influence somebody to have what I say, apathy, not apathy, but empathy. So somebody that can empathize with you, first of all, and then taking that empathy and having that understanding where a person may not be from the same background as you, but when you sit at the table, he can empathize with you.
Correct.
And say, I do understand what you're going through, and I do kind of feel where you come from.
True that.
And then building off of that to say, what can we do together? You know what I'm saying? And really, the end game is to really put your money where your mouth is.
True that.
See what I'm saying?
True that.
Be able to put skin in the game.
Yeah.
A lot of folks is not willing to put skin in the game. They're not willing to invest with other people.
Okay.
Because they don't see what they're going to get out of it. They don't understand it's a human aspect that we're trying to get out of it. Everybody's not trying to get the bag. We've been talking about that since the 90s and 2000s. Early 2000s about getting the bag. Getting the bag is cool.
Right.
But what are you doing for humanity? What are you doing for your fellow man?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Is that reciprocated? Positivity reciprocated, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And how do we deal with the gender? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's huge. You know what I'm saying? How do we deal with the gender? How are we going to get the women to understand what's going on and how much influence that they have. They may not have the power, but they definitely have the influence.
Well, I tell you this here, in the cigar world, women are taking this thing by storm. A lot. And the reason, it used to be back in the days a gentleman's club with cigars, and it had certain ethnic groups that come in, and we're not gonna I'm not gonna go deep into that, but women are taking this thing by storm, and I'm talking about it in a big way. And so, and with that type of influx that's coming in, you see it that you are bridging those gaps of understanding, and I've always talked about this on my show when I was on the radio show, and I talked about, how I got this one here with, man, how can I talk to a woman when you walk in a cigar lounge? Don't. Don't. Why? Because she didn't ask you. She didn't ask you for a reason. And I'm not trying to go on relationship wise, but it is about relationship. It's building a relationship, but not having the relationship with that woman. But, and by them making that movement, it comes across different genres of what they do. You don't know her background. You don't know her thing. And so when you bridge that gap to have that understanding for, to have that man and woman conversation, how can we grow, and going back.
Having the same, having the commonality. And the cigar being the commonality, they don't have to break off into something that's sexual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can be something that creates an understanding for humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what the Galactic Empire is all about. Promoting humanity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm doing entertainment. Yeah, I may be saying certain things, but at the end of the day, it's all about how can we promote humanity.
There you go.
And I used to tell everybody this when I first got started. I said, it's not what you do on the stage, it's what you do off the stage.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Because art imitates life. Life will imitate art. And you have to make sure that your life is right before you can do any type of thing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And then that way, even though somebody see the negative, they are able to empathize and say, you know what, why is he doing that? Why is she doing that? You know what I'm saying? Is she acting out or is she acting up?
So that's why you have these different projects that you're doing to emphasize those different roles and show different perspectives. Okay?
Because I hear that George Lucas destroys whole planets in Star Wars. Am I right?
Correct.
He destroys whole planets. Ain't nobody calling him up and doing protests.
Right.
But later, a couple rappers talking about moving keys and doing all that. They got the feds.
Right.
And these cats ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Right.
They just talking about it because that's where they get the money at. And that's what people are listening to. You know what I'm saying? But they not really doing that until the feds watch it. Then they got to get a gun because it's dangerous being a hip hop artist.
True.
But we have to change that culture. You know what I'm saying? And the only way we're going to change that culture is if we have the people that are older and more mature that can say, hey, look, man, we not running it like this no more.
Okay.
This is how we running it because this is what we trying to accomplish.
Okay.
That right there may get you record sales, but that also will get you into a lot of trouble.
Okay. Do you feel that our generation has failed that new generation?
I think the jury's still out for us.
Okay.
I think that, we still got a lot of work to do. I think, because we're in our 40s and 50s, you don't realize that the work really starts getting done at that time.
Okay.
Most of us are just done raising our kids, you know what I'm saying, or in the last stages of it, if we even have kids. A lot of us is just now coming to the twilight of our careers. So we're trying to figure out we're going to retire, what we're going to do next. So we're probably going through that midlife crisis, that divorce, you know what I'm saying, or that rekindling of that relationship. So I really think that, the jury's still out on us.
Okay.
But I do believe that we got to heal the climb.
Okay.
Because we're the children of the crack epidemic.
That's true. Yes, we are.
So we got a lot of work to do.
Okay.
But because we were there, we can empathize. because we're there, we can say, you know, this is the next thing that we need to do.
Oh, that's what's up.
And that's why I think that it's not about power, it's about influence. Because I believe that the millennials have a lot of power because they understand technology.
They understand way better than I do.
Young folks understand technology. Whenever there's a question, they ask who you are. First thing they do is pick up that phone.
Right.
We didn't have that.
Right.
When
Correct.
we was their age. We wasn't able to go Google you. They have that. That's a lot of power.
That is a lot of power.
You see what I'm saying?
That is a lot of power.
We have to be influencers and say we need to properly utilize that power.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Your phone can give you so much opportunity, open so many doors to do the right thing. But it's your choice to want to go and do the wrong thing.
That's what's up.
And that's, you know, I think one of the things that we have to work on as being the older generation. Okay. And being in a position of influence and not really in a position of power. Because people got to recognize that, man. It's a difference between being an influence and power.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You could be an influencer and it could be a perception of power.
Right.
But it's not really power because somebody come take it away. When you got power, can't nobody take power away from you.
That's right. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
true.
got what you got. It is what it is.
And that's what you build a Galactic Empire about.
Yes, because at the end of the day, I want some type of power. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say I have the power to get up and walk away.
True that.
And my company is, if my company walks away, you're going to have issues.
Okay.
And I don't have to do nothing but just walk away.
Okay.
I don't have to say I'm going to get you back, I'm going to have revenge.
Right.
But people going to know if this man walks away, if this company walks away, they have a lot of influence. A lot of people respect what they say and what they do. And then that's when it turns to power, because anytime that you can make people move a certain direction or make people come out their pocket and pay for a product, that's power.
Okay. That's true. That is true. That is damn sure the truth. Because, you know, with that type of power, I said like that, building that type of power, because, you know, of course it takes time. And then, like, talking about understanding, you know, and camaraderie. It shows that, you know, unity is a beautiful thing, but unity can also destroy too.
Yeah. And unity is choice.
Unity is by choice.
Unity is by choice. Unity is not by force. So, you know, when you got somebody to unite with you, it's because they choose to unite with you. That's what's up. They're not forced to unite with you. That's when they force. That's called occupation. You know, it was occupy somebody's mind or occupy somebody's time.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You want to influence them where they understand that it's important that they take the time to listen to you, because they could have been anywhere else doing anything, but they chose to take their time and use their time, which is the most powerful thing in the world that you can't get back.
True.
You can get money back. You know what I'm saying? You can probably get a relationship back. But your time back.
That is the,
you know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that
time, words, and opportunity. Those three things we never get back.
So you gotta make sure that, you know, when you have that opportunity, you got somebody's time that is productive. You know, you gotta make sure that it's mutually beneficial.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what we can provide in this technology world.
Okay.
Is that now, because of COVID, we can't come together, but we can utilize this technology for us to still come together.
Okay.
And still have some type of power.
Okay.
And unify to do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to a lot of people in Texas, and there's some big things happening in Texas, man. And if we really unify and use technology correctly, you know, we can really make some changes, and not changes to change the system, but to really have a position of influence where we can say and do what is necessary to make humanity a better place, and not just make black people a better place. You know what I'm saying? And it's a day by day struggle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
true that.
That's what we're doing right now. It's just taking it one day at a time, building a team one person at a time, and hopefully that person takes that same message and say, you know what, I think, you know, that sounds right. I'm gonna keep on seeing what it is and being able to replicate that, and we'll grow exponentially as opposed to growing one time at a time. Is 2, 4, 16. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we really starting to see change, and it takes time, because it takes that one person that can influence a million, but it may be that one person that can influence that other person.
That's true.
That can influence.
True. You know, and that's what Galactic Empire is coming through right now. You see my boy King Prez right here for Galactic Empire doing his thing. I'm telling you right now, you know, I told you, doing big things. So I'm telling you, so he learned this cigar culture. Well, one thing he not, I know he talking, but he ain't smoking this cigar. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm not Brad. I'm still a pup in this thing. Keep going out. I just put it down.
All right, so this is where the big right here. So take off a little bit of that ash off the beginning of it, because you got a little bit of the ash right there. All right, good. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna relight it and then draw it in. So, there it is. There it is right there. So, and what I do, I tell a lot of people who start to smoke on cigars, as you draw it in, get those flavors going on and whatnot, and then puff it right back out. Because we don't inhale. We don't inhale the cigar.
I see.
Because, hey, wait, I've always tell people this one. Go ahead and inhale it one time. You're going to be coughing for about 5 minutes.
I don't plan on smoking this that often. But when I get that first $1 million check, I'm definitely going to
look here. These are celebratory sticks. And today is a celebration. I'm coming together with this here. Doing this. Man, it's been a minute. Last time we saw each other, man, it was about maybe 2 years ago. We did a festival in Sarasota. We was at the Sarasota Caribbean Fest that we did. Also, too, when Shula King came into play, he was the MC. He was one of the MCs for Shula King, the comedian. Anybody want to tell me something right here? The man himself, my boy right here, opened up for him. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to G-Man.
G-Man, oh, that's right. G-Man was with him. Man, they put on the show, man, before Shula King did his thing, in the 941 comedy. So with that being said, man, that was lovely. That was a beautiful night, man. And that's last time we was together, like this here. So, you get these opportunities. I told them, I'm coming. I'm coming. So,
and it's good to sit down because we don't sit down with each other like we used to. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, hey, come on through. Yeah. You can't do that and have a whole bunch of people come together. You gotta, do it on live and do different things like that. It's different now. It's like this technology brings together.
Let's say it like this here. I'm gonna tell you how technology works with us. My boy is in Killeen. You talk about my boy James. He's here right now. He's actually in Orlando. I plan on meeting up with him tomorrow. He'll be here in Tampa, who you just saw. Mr. Cigars, he has his own podcast. Mr. Cigars, he's out of Tennessee. He's out of Tennessee right now, Clarksville, Tennessee. But he will be going to Killeen, Texas. He'll be, in and out of Houston, doing his thing. And so, so with that being said, I link my boy up with Mr. Cigars himself. He also teaches about cigars. He's learning, like I still learn this game. I've been smoking this thing for 20 years. But for me, in depthness, I got into it, in 2015 is when I started learning about these sticks. And when I started learning about these sticks, it brought on a whole new enlightenment of the reason why I smoke these. Because the enlightenment portion of it is that you can truly understand where these came from. Why do you smoke it? And everybody has different reasons. Everybody has a different reason why they smoke cigars. And there's no one correct reason. Your reason is going to be for you. Everybody has their own. So,
every time I get $1 million, I want to smoke.
Hey, that's a beautiful reason.
When I get $10 million, I want to smoke every 10 minutes.
There you go.
Give me something to look forward to.
That's it. Exactly. So with that being said, there you go. So, like I said, shout out to my boy TK. Let me tell you that the Tobacco Kennedy. I told him I'm going to be doing this on the YouTube channel. I'm trying to do it on the Facebook so you can capture that. I'm going to switch over to the, if I can, switch over to the Facebook. We'll continue this conversation right here on Instagram right here, KO the Big Bear Cigars, Big Daddy KO 007. Instagram, I will put this over on my Big Bear channel. But my boy TK, Tobacco Kennedy, just launched the first Black-owned and operated cigar magazine called Black Smoke Magazine. He's the creator of Black Smoke Miami. Let's say it like this. This project he's been working on for a year plus, something that he's been indulging into. I talked to him yesterday, and I got his blessings to talk about this here, with him. He's like, Big Bell, push it. He said, Big Bell, push it, please. That's what he said. Big Bell, push it. Matter of fact, and the thing about it is you go to blacksmokemagazine.com. That's www.blacksmokemagazine.com. And it is a handheld, you can hold this in your hand, magazine. It's not an online magazine. It's going to come out every quarterly. The inaugural one just came out Sunday. He just pushed it out. So for people to order it, you go to, blacksmokemagazine.com, order your magazine, show that love, show that support. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a Black culture spectrum of this game, of the cigar world. And so he's been bringing this on. Like I said, this project, he's been working on it for a year. I told him I'm going to give him, a small segment. Pretty small. No, you got to mess with my dog. I got to mess with TK. But my brother, I'm telling you, he just where, he this is something he's really was pushing for, and it gives us a voice in this game, on paper. It's a good thing to have it on internet, but internet is so saturated that your messages can be lost because it's too fast. The algorithm, oh jeez, it's crazy. But with that magazine, it comes out every quarterly. He's going to be doing different venues, events, things that's coming up, people that's making moves within this game. And so he's going to be featuring, and the first feature that I believe he had on there, I want to make sure I get it right, is Christine Morgan. He put her on there. She's a diva in the game, in the cigar world. He put her on. She's the first one to be inaugurated on the magazine. So with the inauguration magazine, she's featured on the cover. So I'm waiting on my copy. I thought it was coming in today. It said it. So I thought it would, but it did come. So that's all right. But it's on the way, though. It's on the way. So I want to have it physically in my hand so I can show it. So if I get it tomorrow, I'm definitely going to go back online and show it to y'all. But it's where, like how you talked about with Galactic Empire, put in that, the project that you're doing. This is a venue which shows that, hey, have that camaraderie, come together and just.
And it's a work in progress.
It's a work.
Everything is step by step. I mean, I started out. I had my first record, what I'm saying, that I did. Then I had my first feature record.
Okay.
Where I was actually a feature artist with it's called Top Living. You go get it on any screen.
Okay.
Just look up Top Living. It's with the homie.
That's what's
myself,
up.
King Prez, so it's already on there. So go check that out, definitely. You can also go onto Spotify and type in Emperor OG, and then you'll see the whole playlist that I have.
Okay.
I did my own playlist with 13 songs of new artists.
That's what's up.
And then it's doing so good that they actually got Tupac mixed in, different various artists, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And that's an honor to be able, your music blends right in with some of the big time folks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is.
It's just, once again, it's the algorithms, man. I need people to go on there, really check it out, and get my algorithms up. You know what I'm saying? I have to go back from the business standpoint and really invest in what does it take to have these algorithms? What does it take to get my music where it's the top choice?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to have your music out there, but it's another thing to promote. And people, have 100 different records out, man. I only got like maybe 10, 12 records with me on it.
Okay.
And I'm only promoting 5 right now.
Right. Okay.
So, because I'm trying to learn the game and how to get my algorithms up. So when I release the album, when I release the next record, it'll be able to hit them numbers that I'm supposed to get. And also working with certain people that understand the algorithms and
That's
paying
what's
them to help me get my algorithms where it's at. Because a lot of people think that it's about a favor for a favor. And I was talking to my colleague and I said, you know, it's cool to do a favor for a favor, but eventually you got to start paying people if you want the correct results.
That's true.
You can't keep talking because you're going to get words back.
That's
when
true.
you start putting your money where your mouth is, then that's when the production and the pay start coming.
Okay.
Because you're putting your money where your mouth is. So it's all about steps. And
That's
you
what's
gotta
up.
be willing to take your shirt off. That's the only way that you gonna and put some skin in the game. That's the only way that you gonna get the desired result. Because anybody can have a conversation,
right?
But
That's true.
Can't too many people write a check.
Yeah. I know that there for real. You ain't lying, man.
I give you an example. The movie that we shooting is $6,000 budget.
Okay.
I was able to get it down to like a $3,000 budget. That was all me. But just imagine if I had 6 people, we all put in $1,000.
Okay.
And we were all getting a percentage back.
Right.
Now they're invested. They're going to go promote.
Okay. Okay.
So I put the business plan together. I sent it out to some of my closest friends.
Okay.
And, you know, I didn't get nothing in return. And it wasn't that I was mad because my auntie taught me. She said, if you expect stuff out of people, you'll be disappointed.
Right.
So don't go in with any expectation. Just go in and say, this is what I got. And if you don't get nothing back, you won't be disappointed. Right. But you did the work. You know what I'm saying? I put that together, the business plan, and wrote it out. Now I got people like Candace Joseph that's writing business plans with me. Okay. I got people like Nauma who's actually coming in and saying, hey, we need to be partners on paper. Okay. So that people can see that we're working together on paper. True that. It all makes sense, and that's a part of the growing. And then you have people like Free, and I can say these people's name because these are people I'm actually working with. Right, you know what I'm saying? But that's eventually I'm gonna have to pay these people. You get what I'm saying? Because the vision ain't gonna work just off mouthpiece. No. People's gas and electric bill can't get paid off. You know what I'm saying? So eventually I have to come up with a budget, or we come up with a budget. Okay. You know, either or when they get paid, because people ain't gonna move if you ain't got no money coming into their pocket. They gonna go where they gonna get their bills paid. So part of the Galactic Empire is figuring that out, getting sponsorship. You know, getting cigar sponsors, getting alcohol sponsors, getting car sponsors. True that. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that, okay, this is what we're doing. And being able to generate those actual numbers, those organic numbers. Because that's what they look at. They don't look at, you know, if you got 24,000 people, when you doing something, you only got 4 or 5 people following. They want to see 300, 400, 500 people following. Right. So that's the next goal, is for me to get those algorithms up. But I have to pay to get those algorithms up, and that's facts. You know what I'm saying? People can say, "Oh man, I do that without," but man, you get lucky. That's an anomaly.
Lucky. That's an anomaly by itself.
That's to get lucky, but to be consistent, be lucky consistently. You need to hit the lottery.
Yeah.
If you lucky that consistently,
that's true.
That luck to something that's gonna really get you paid. Right. But if you really have a passion, then you should be able and willing. To say, you know what, I'm gonna do what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really make this thing happen. And if I gotta go take my little extra $200 a month and have a budget, you know what I'm saying? Because right now my budget is $200 a month. Okay. But when I do events, it's up to $2,000. Last year it was $1,000. Okay. Okay. Next year it's probably going well into like $3,000 or $4,000 an event, because I'm actually moving to Hawaii. So to get some of the people to come out and do what I need them to do, I gotta pay for their flight, I gotta pay for their room, I gotta pay for their food. In Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Hawaii is expensive.
It's very expensive. But I have to do this in order to show people, yo, I'm somebody that lived in Watts. I'm somebody that come from California, lived in California for over 2 decades. And I'm able to come to Florida and network. And then move to Houston and network. And now I'm going to Hawaii to network. And not only am I networking, I'm actually paying people. Because in Texas, I'm actually paying people now.
What's up?
So it's really, really, really happening. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And my pockets is hurting on fire because of it. But you know what? I'm understanding how to manage debt. So
it's sacrifice that you got to take.
You see what I'm saying? But you learn how to manage debt. Okay, I got to borrow this money to do this for this. And I gotta put this together. I gotta put my LLC together. Okay. I gotta go get my attorney to make sure everything is right. I gotta pay for the accountant now. I gotta keep all my receipts when I go on these trips.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta apply for these loans. This is all a part of growing an empire. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just think it's all about, okay, I'm just gonna do my music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And once that drop, I'm gonna go get signed with Def Jam. And it don't happen.
It don't happen like that's a
9 times out of 10, you gotta hire Def Jam.
Yeah, it's on there.
And then once they see the consistency,
right,
and they see that you're able to build something, then they get behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, they're not going to put their money behind you. They just going to put their name behind
They
you.
put their name behind.
As soon as they see that you can move numbers, now they're going to put their money behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have to make sure that you can take care of your business. Because if you don't take care of your business, you get caught up in the 360 or a non-recoupable. You see what I'm saying? Which they keep applying stuff, and you 3-4 albums in, you owe $5 million. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they taking home $500,000. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And people really don't understand the business side of, and it's not just music; it's entertainment as
a whole. Entertainment as a whole.
You know what I'm saying? To get things going, and then you don't want to take it to a social side. You got to deal with people's feelings and hope and all that stuff.
Man, that's a whole other
beast.
That's a whole other entity.
When as you grow,
Mm-hmm.
you get older in this game, because you ain't gonna be young forever. You're not gonna look good forever. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand as a businessman that your mind and your mentality is gonna keep people coming.
True that.
And your ability to, be a boss. You know what I'm saying? Not just being a man. A man can feed himself. A boss can feed everybody.
That's true.
And that's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Then when you become a king, that's when the bosses look up to you for influence, because they know as a king you got vision.
That's
you
right.
Take them to the next wave,
right,
where they can go get their money at. And that's what I'm learning. Because right now I'm in boss mode.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get to a point where people see my vision. They truly see what King Prez is doing. Really see what Galactic Empire, the business, can do for them.
Right.
What part they can play in the empire. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you can articulate that.
Okay.
And that's when people have the influence. But when you start getting paid off of that and able to pay others, now you have the power.
How can they get to you?
Oh, James King Prez. Just James King Prez, KING PREZ. You can get me on social media, mainly Facebook, and Instagram.
All right. Okay.
And then right now I'm working on my YouTube channel, which is Road to $1 billion. But I haven't really started posting anything yet, because I want to get with a technology team. So we're actually doing it the right way. So we can get YouTube right, because I know the money is not in YouTube or screens.
Right.
The money is being able to actually get people to come out, or actually get people to support.
That's
why I'm trying to get to doing things like a pay-per-view.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, where people could pay like $1 and they can see a good show. We can have a show in Tampa. We can have a show in Colorado.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
True
People
that.
can actually see the unity.
Okay.
And say, okay, and this is how we're gonna do it in COVID.
Okay.
If we can't have you come to the show, we're gonna bring the show to you. Because that's what they do with Netflix and different things like that. You don't have to go to the movies no more. You can just go to Netflix or Amazon Prime.
There you go.
So that's the thing that we're trying to, come together. But once again, it takes a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. So
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Team, and you gotta be able to show them the vision. So just go to James King Prez.
All right.
Just follow me from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm very hands-on right now.
Okay.
So if people get to me, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to respond to you.
True that.
I'm going to set a date so I can sit down and talk.
True that.
Time is valuable. So if I say I'm going to call you at a certain time, I'm going to try
my best.
Damn
sure call you at a certain time.
To call you at that certain time. But you got to realize it's just me right now.
Right.
And I'm growing, but
right.
I'm definitely further than I was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you look back and you say, man, I've got a couple records now. Man, I'm getting called out to interviews. Now, I've had like 5 interviews in 2 weeks.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, I was lucky to even, listen to an interview.
Right.
Let alone be invited to one.
True that.
To actually see what I got to say, what I got going on. So
true.
I see progress.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. My boy King Prez right here from Galactic Empire. Let me tell you that's it. Like this here, I'm gonna be posting this on my Facebook channel. Hey, lock him in right there, James King Prez, on his Facebook. So, and we're gonna show some love on Facebook.
Yeah, so make sure you guys follow me and
yes,
listen to the music. It's good music. You know what I'm saying? Make
Yes,
sure you
sir.
help me get my algorithms up.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
your friends about me. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends about
There it
the
is.
Empire. Say, man, I heard this cat from Galactic Empire. It's easy to remember.
There it is.
He got something going. Something I want to be a part of. And the goal is to change humanity.
True that.
The goal is not
True
to
that.
get rich and make $1 million because that's gonna come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I really want to be able to be an influence, a spark of change. We
That's
really
what's up.
love each other as humanity.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, we finna switch it on over to my YouTube people. Thank y'all so much. King Prez right here. This KW Cigar. Hey, we finna switch it on over. You know what time it is. Yes, sir. Go ahead.